And so right now we're having conversations where she's like, yo, like he went on a work trip and he's wearing the same sweater that he cheated on me with. And she's like triggered by that. And I'm like, sis, if you decided to accept him back, you can't really be holding him in that same space. I said, what did you guys come up with? What did he say that he was going to do to keep, to help you rebuild that trust? And he said, every night that that I get in, I'm gonna make sure I hit you up from my bed. And I was like, well, that's a good thing, like that lets you know that he's home and that he ain't out fucking no next bitch. And she's like, yeah, but right after that call, he can leave and go and fuck the next bitch. And he can. But that doesn't, and I said, but that doesn't serve you. And I said, what would he have to do to make you feel good about it? And she was like, I want to be able to have access to your phone. I want to find your phone on. I want to be able to track where you at and all this other stuff. And I said, to be honest, do you think he would be open to that? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, then you need to leave him alone. It's done, because you have to hold him in this new space. If you accept somebody back, you have to be able to let go of everything. If they apologize for it, there should be a clean slate. So do you guys agree or disagree? That was a long ass ratchet thought. Y'all agree or disagree?
The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
We're
live, everyone.
Peace. What up, y'all?
Welcome back to another Sophisticatedly Ratchet episode, Tribe. Thank you for coming back this week.
Facts.
We drop new episodes every Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, Tribe. We are back with a part 2 episode. And before I begin, I'm going to introduce my tribe. And if you don't know who the tribe is, this is why we do this. We're going to make it quick and short and sweet. I'm going to introduce Flash the Philosopher. He is the bearded, bald, black tech guy on the podcast. Tribe, how would you describe him? Flash, just say hi to the people. Just say hi.
I'm that nigga. But no, I thought you was going to see me for last because I was trying to roll my weed. You ain't see me trying to roll up?
You've been rolling up
it doesn't matter. You are working right now. The tribe gets to know who you are.
How much time you need to roll?
The weed fell out. It fell out the paper, man.
You're ridiculous.
Anyway, I'm the man rolling loud like a rolling stone, okay? It is your boy Flash the Philosopher. It is he, it is me, it is I. What up?
What up?
Got these mad hands down. Hold on.
Let y'all know
Okay.
for the last 20 minutes, okay? Don't know how
And then
to do it.
I'm now gonna take it over to the spew guy, Drip Drip. What up, Mash? How you doing?
Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you. I like when the applause is in order. Appreciate you. For those who don't know, Spew God represents South Jamaica Queens. Only Queens make kings. Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever. And as a Spew God, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. I love you, tribe. Welcome back to another episode. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, not sorry. Part 2. And then I would be remiss if I didn't introduce my bestie,
Storm Brew.
Lil Mo.
Storm
What up,
Brew.
number 3?
Hey, it's your girl Mo. I hail from Co-op City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. Flash, I still need my intro.
I got you.
You know,
XR.
work on that.
Wakanda. I got you. If it wasn't
What's
for the
up,
Bronx.
tribe? Exactly. What's up, tribe? And welcome to another episode.
All right. And then last but not least, everybody's favorite, but my favorite fuck boy, it's Shake. What up, Shake?
I had him on mute. Yo, what it do? It's your boy Shake. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's favorite, you know what I'm saying? Mr. HSD. I know what time it is. You know what I mean? Let's have a great episode. You know what? I gotta give you this week's
Shake.
F. Okay, this week's F, AFF. The last F is fire.
All right.
I can't.
America's favorite fire.
Your Shake, can you show the tribe who watches YouTube like your shirt? Because I think your shirt is really dope.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. So I got the Aqua Team Hunger Force shirt, but it's Teenage Mutant Aqua Team Hunger Force. Okay, this is Shake. You know, my namesake, right? Here. My boy Frylock right here. And you see my boy Meatwad? He's the drawers right here. That's Meatwad.
Disrespect Meatwad, but it's all good.
I don't understand it. I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so they were characters because I don't remember.
It's kind of a mix. It's they took Aqua Teen Hunger Force and then they called it Teenage Mutant.
Was it Teenage Mutant Hunger Force?
So they just kind of crossed it over and just created some piece of art. It's not something that's actually a real
accurate.
Cartoon.
Oh, gotcha.
Separate cartoons.
Okay, were you named after this Shake thing?
This is where he came from.
They actually kind of gave them like the Bebop and Rocksteady type of look. I don't know if you remember Bebop and Rocksteady.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a true Hollywood story. Okay. Shake got his name because we was in Trinidad, and in Trinidad we was called the Aqua Team Hunger Force. Obviously, I got locks. I'm Frylock. Flash is Meatwad, and Shake is Shake because the characters on the show are very reminiscent to us as people. Shake on the show is an asshole, and Shake in real life is an asshole.
Really? Wow. Okay.
And he also shakes niggas down on the show. He's like really aggressive and he's combative. So that's how we named him Shake. And now he just got this shirt that shows Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Interesting. Okay.
Wait, question. Why am I Meatwad? Or how did I become Meatwad?
Because you said
I want to know.
That was who was left. And Meatwad was pretty docile and kind of goes along with everything. And that's you. That's you.
Okay.
Disrespectful kid.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I thought it was you because in Tribe, if you know our episodes, we have a Sex Taught Me episode and we gave ourselves porn names and you were the Meat District. So I thought that's why you were whatever Meatwad.
Meatwad with it.
You know, that's why I thought it
notice that.
I'm gonna somehow have to make that fit into my origin story. So it is what it is.
Yes.
All right, Tribe. I hope you enjoyed that nostalgic little clip. Anyway, as we continue the episode, I'm up next. I am TJ, the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality to the podcast.
And ice.
They also call me the Ice Queen.
Forget that shit.
Yeah, all the other shit. It's great to be a Gemini. You can bring so many perspectives, okay? And you should be bringing that as any sign that you are. We are multifaceted people. I also bring you guys no bad days. So cue music.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
Tribe. Not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. No day should be a bad day. Why? Because you are a choice for the day that you have. And I would like to help you by sharing another chakra with you. Today, I'll be sharing the solar plexus chakra. It represents the color yellow. Let me show you my little yellow bowl, singing bowl.
Why you didn't wear yellow today?
I just wanted to be colorful today. So I got the red and the orange, and then I have the yellow. Yeah.
Reminds me of
supposed to match your chakra. Why you don't match your chakra sometimes?
Leave the girl alone.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just
on a hot seat. Why don't you match my chakra? Why you ain't match my chakra today?
Nah, she cold.
So yes, the solar plexus chakra is located right above your belly button, below your diaphragm, and it represents your self-confidence, your personal power, happiness, joy. It also represents your self-esteem. I hate saying so many times. Damn it.
We cut those out. Don't worry.
Also, ego. Also, your ego. And so, if it's unbalanced, you may be experiencing anxiety. And I know we all kind of experience anxiety from time to time.
Facts.
So, some affirmations that you can think about this week or today, whatever suits whatever resonates with you, whenever you want to do this, are. I'll let you. Okay. So Mash already posted it. Okay. It's I am enough as I am. I am confident. I own my power, and I am aligned with my purpose. If any of those affirmations align with you today, resonate with you today. Sorry. If any of those affirmations resonate with you today, go ahead and close your eyes if you're not driving and you're not focusing on anything else. Take this time for yourself. Even if you are driving, you can still take this time for yourself. Even if you're doing something else, you can take this time for yourself by just taking a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you just think about that affirmation, okay?
Yes.
So in and out. Oh gosh, who did that? All right, let's do this again. Deep breath in. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out. No bad days.
Good job. You almost lost it, but you caught it back. I like that.
Lost it.
Yeah, it went.
I
heard it. No, I said she almost did, but I said she caught it back.
Okay.
I heard it. It was nice.
Yeah, so try it. If you haven't tried a singing bowl, I encourage you to check our show notes. We drop where you can find singing bowls. You can find it in your nearest store, but if you want, we found it on Amazon for you too. So you can click the show notes. Singing bowls, it doesn't have to be any specific color, but it just helps reconnect you and reset you. So I encourage you to get your own singing bowl, and it's not as easy as you think. It takes some practice. And so for Flash Talk and all that shit, I will make sure I play the clip that I have of having him try the singing bowl and epically failing at it.
Disrespectful. Thank you, TJ.
I had to be icy.
Appreciate you.
All right, so the next segment is to keep us sophisticated and educate us. In every episode, we try to educate you along with entertaining you with our ratchet shit. And we're going to bring you Shake's Word of the Week.
Word of the Week.
Word of the Week. Word of the Week. Word of the Week.
Word of the Week.
Trash intro, bro. Just know it's going to stay like that. But go off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at that. We can't.
What it do? It's your boy Shake, and I'm here to bring you today's Word of the Week. Hey. All right. So today's Word of the Week is ensorcelled. Okay. Ensorcelled is a verb. Okay. And it's an archaic word, which means it's old. All right. And it means to enchant or to fascinate, right? So when he was a child, the power of the mystic arts ensorcelled him.
Can you spell that, please?
Ensorcelled. ENSORCELLED. Now I use the sentence from this right here, but let me use the sentence for real life. Okay. Okay. Yo.
After I dropped the dig off in her drawer, she was ensorcelled.
Hey. Oh! Get that man a point. Give that man a point.
Right.
Yes, it works.
Right. I like that. I was about to say something like I was about to say something like the fact that she wouldn't apologize for that shit she did ensorcelled me.
Okay.
I like that.
That works. That definitely works.
Yo, is there a word like ensorcellating or something like that?
No, it's just ensorcelled, bro. It's just ensorcelled or ensorcelled.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're going to ensorcell someone, you can just say, "I'm going to ensorcell her with this. I'm going to ensorcell her with my dick game." Right.
Okay.
There you go.
That's right.
All right.
Yo, the man's using it in the context. I'm not even mad. It's all context. It's
There we go. All right, TJ. Back to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Shake.
All right, tribe. Let's get into today's episode. So last episode we did an episode on I'm sorry. We talked about, just being sorry. And this is part 2 because there was so much questions and we just decided to just give you guys another part 2. And let's start it off with a burner question, guys. Everybody knows what burner questions are. They're signature to the SR podcast where we ask a question and you get to answer whether they're yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet. So everybody got their burner question cards out. And tribe, if you don't have a burner question card, hit us up. Hit us up in our DMs. You can hit us up at SoRatchet Podcast at gmail.com, and we'll definitely mail it out to you. And go ahead, what's up?
I do want to take it a step further. If you want to burn a card, right now I ain't discuss this with the team, but fuck it, we're doing this anyway. If you want to burn a card, right, and you hit us in the DM, we'll send you burner cards. We'll invite you to our next live. All right, you pop out on our next live so you can use the burner cards with us during the podcast. All right, so hit us in the DM if you want to be a part of our next live. We'll send you burner cards, and then boom, you pop out an episode with us, gang.
All right,
it's like a Willy Wonka ticket.
That's it, golden tickets.
All right, you guys ready for the burner question?
Flash is trash, bro. Trash, bro.
All right, so the burner question is there an expiration date on apologies? Is that a clear question for you guys?
I like the question.
Yes.
All right, so let's go. Is there an expiration date for your apology? And so far, everyone has answered, and we have 3 sophisticatedly ratchets from myself, Mash, and Shake. And then we have 2 no's from Mo and Flash. Mo, you're always, like all over the place. You never know which one you're going to choose.
I know.
So
I wanted to pick sophisticatedly ratchet, but I stuck to no.
Okay,
and I stuck to no. I stuck to no because realistically, of course, when a situation happens in the moment, you want the apology. You want to hear the apology in the moment. However, there is no apology, and I'm gonna give a deeper example. Like my biological father passed away. However, as a child, you want that person to be around. But sometimes as parents grow and get older, they realize certain things, and then they could come back at that time and apologize for it. And although you wanted that maybe in your younger years, the fact that the person has now came to realize and apologizes, is still not too late to apologize. Now it's up to me or the person whether I want to accept the apology or not. But the question is it ever too late to apologize? No. Yeah. I would say no.
Ooh, I love that answer, Bestie. Yeah. All right, Flash, what you got?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Mo. And sometimes I also feel like the apology ain't always for you in terms of like the person who was offended. Sometimes it's like somebody literally has gotten to a point in their life where they need to release themselves of maybe like deep trauma or whatever the case is, and they were not in that space maybe in like a past life to even feel the emotional intelligence or the maturity to want to apologize. But I feel like those are probably like the bravest people, the people who can kind of confront their past traumas or dealings, and even just understanding how growth looks on them and saying like, yo, I really did this person a disservice back in the days. Like, let me like come to terms with that because it's something that's been on my mind, especially for like the things that we know kind of haunt us and we don't bring to the forefront, of everything. So yeah, I feel like there's never an expiration date, whether you choose to accept it or not. That's cool. But in terms of like, am I ever going to feel like, damn, like this was an apology wasted? For me personally, nah. So yeah, that's where I'll put it.
Okay. What about you, Mash?
So I said sophisticatedly ratchet, but I think that's because I feel like the way I interpreted the question is, how long is my apology valid for when I think expiration date? So if I say sorry to you, I'm not saying sorry again. Like, I'm not going to keep apologizing for the same shit that I done did.
Oh, okay. That's how you interpreted it. Okay. That's a different interpretation. So I get that.
Don't beat me down about something that I did after I apologized for it. You know what I mean? Like, if hypothetically, if I was in a situation where my partner cheated on me and they said they were sorry, I can't, and I accept the apology, I can't keep throwing it in their face when I'm mad at them.
Correct.
I mean, I can't keep saying to you, yo, you fucking cheated on me. That's why you ain't shit. I said I was sorry for that. Like,
apologize.
You gonna make me say sorry for the same shit that I've already said sorry for. So that's why I say sophisticatedly ratchet to that question.
Oh, okay, so your interpretation was different. Yeah, okay.
His interpretation was very different.
That's crazy. Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, I in my opinion, I'm actually listening to all y'all answers, and I like all of y'all answers and shit. But like, it's like I kind of interpret it as somebody apologizing to me. I think y'all would interpret it as like you apologizing to someone and you having enough time. And I think that in that case right there, I don't think that there's an expiration. The bravest people, like Flash said, would come back years later and apologize for something that happened. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I feel like the relationship is already tarnished. You know what I'm saying? Right. The longer you wait, like the more time you're giving a relationship to like to fall apart. Yeah. And if you wait till years later to apologize to this person, you can apologize, but does it really have as much weight as it would have had if you had actually apologized when it first happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Shake. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. It's up to the person to accept the apology. However, regardless of the time frame of the apology, the person still apologized. You know what I mean? So at that point, your relationship could be null and void. But the fact that the person still came back, to me, that's why I said it's not an expiration date. It's up to you to choose to accept it or not.
Absolutely.
But the person still apologized because for them, they had whatever it wasn't, like Flash said, people have grown wherever in their life. They realize now, you know what? Dang, I got to go back and apologize. Right. Back then, I was in my own mess. So I was in my own world and didn't realize that I affected this person. Let me go back now and apologize. And that's up to the person to accept it or not.
100%.
In my opinion.
Now, question. And with that train of thought, like, could you be mad if a person like, I don't want your apology no more?
And that's exactly.
To be honest, you can't be mad, but you would have to just eat that, and then if you like, you could say, you know what, I respect that. I just needed to apologize, and you're good within yourself because for you, regardless of the time frame, it was something that you needed to do. Whether the person accepts it or not is not going to change your apology, yes or no. I needed to apologize.
Being the person receiving that, you selfish as fuck. Because you didn't apologize when you should apologize, and now you come back years later to bring up this pain that I feel with the shit that you did.
So you make yourself feel better. So you
exactly. Like,
you need to feel better.
Right.
I mean, I think that's why I put sophisticatedly ratchet, because I think there's two sides to it.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime a person apologizes, there shouldn't be an expiration on apology, right? It happens so after the fact, years and years later, I could tell that it takes some time for people, or it takes a lot for someone to apologize for something that happened way back when, so you got to kind of not honor, but they're doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? It may not even be about you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like when things happen, I have to kind of create closure for myself. If that person apologizes to me, great. Hopefully we can rekindle and work on whatever relationship we had, whether it's an intimate relationship or a friendship or not. But sometimes it's like, I know that they may need to feel like they need to apologize for them. You know what I mean? It was something that they need to do for themselves.
But you know what's funny? Not funny, but I do understand that there are certain people who won't move on until like they receive an apology, or maybe like that's what they're waiting on in order to even like fix a relationship. Not to say like that's a good or bad thing, but I just know like there are people who just really like wait on that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question, but I don't want us to get off topic again.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, has this happened to anyone? Has somebody came back years later and apologized to them?
Yeah,
it happened to me. Yeah, it happened to me.
Who was it? Was it your dad?
No, it was one of my exes.
Yeah.
Shout out me and him is mad. We're still cool. He's married now, but he's close. And we're still cool. It was my ex from college actually, and we were talking one day on the phone, and he was like, "Yo, Mo, like, I was fucking insane." Like when I look back, he was like, "Yo, I want to apologize." He was like, because the shit that I was doing, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm thinking about, like, I remember, I remember one time I went to my friend's room. My friend's name is Janelle, and I was like, and he must have called my room phone. I wasn't in my room, And I called him back. I was like, oh, you called me? He's like, oh, where you was at? I was like, oh, I was in Janelle's room. And he was like, oh, where you was in? I said, I went to go get a cup. I went to go get a cup or something like that. And he was like, oh, what color was the cup? Being funny. I was like, oh, it was a red cup. I'm thinking, you know, just joking around. But then my friend Janelle actually told me that he approached her on the yard and asked her, like, hey, did Mo come to your room? So he was like fucking insane, you know, like just like extra and wanted to be controlling. He said that. He was like, yo, like, I was out of my mind. Like I was and I was wrong, and I want to apologize for
emotional.
You know,
actually, that's why I felt like there's
real
no
shit,
expiration date for an apology. Because when my exes have come back and apologized for things, you know, like it made me feel good. It was like, thank you for, you know, acknowledging the shit that you did, because I think you gaslighted me way back then when we experienced whatever the issue was. And so I have had exes apologize. I've even had family members, even friends apologize, and I have done that as well. You know what I mean? After the fact.
Well, you want to go first? No, shake. Hold on, you wait, shake. We was waiting our turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just to the fellas. I've never had a woman apologize to me for no shit that they did after the fact.
I definitely have.
I have apologized. Oh, I definitely
have. To the fellas.
I definitely have.
Have you had a woman come back? Sorry, not a woman, an ex. An ex come back to you, not a situationship ex, a relationship ex. Come back to you and apologize.
What really matters,
for
not
that
the
they
situation.
did.
Years before? No.
After, like, years after.
No.
You know, I'm gonna say yes and no, but it was one of those, as Shake would call it, like backhanded ones, and it was like, you know, I'm sorry for, you know, XYZ that I did, but it was because of you, and you did that, and I'm sitting here like, well, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Why are we doing this again?
That sounds like a sorry, I'm not sorry type shit.
Yeah.
Right. So, sorry, not sorry. Right.
And the reason why I pose that to the fellas is because I think niggas is always trying to fuck. So I can think of a guy coming back to apologize just to see if y'all could possibly reconnect something, if that was the intention. That's why I think guys are more likely to do it than women are likely to do it. But I'm just asking. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, I will definitely say that the reason why I went back to one of my exes is because I told you guys about this. I was toxic as fuck growing up. And it was after I did some self-work, shadow work. I was able to like really sit with myself and say, oh my God, I was so horrible for this. And I get to apologize. And when I brought it up, it was very uncomfortable, very, very, very uncomfortable. And they were receptive. You know what I mean? And I think we all get to challenge ourselves wherever we felt like we were wrong, bring that up, you know, because you don't know how that may make that person feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mash, do you feel like you would have benefited from a girl apologizing, or would you automatically think she's trying to fuck you?
I would think that there's some ulterior motive. Like
really?
I would think that there's some ulterior motive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Years later, why come back years later to apologize for shit that you
because
did?
Because in the moment, right?
Yeah.
It's for them, but honestly, but honestly, in the moment, because remember, it's emotions running high, and in the moment, you're right. You know, you just gung ho. I'm this. I'm not apologizing, and I'm right. But after sometimes you take some time and you reflect, it's like, bitch, you was out of your mind.
Yeah,
like you need to go back, right? Like you need to go back and say something or acknowledge. You know, and acknowledge what you did. Now, once again, that's up to him to perceive it or not. I'm just telling you, like, you know what? As I sat back and reflected, I need to acknowledge my behavior and the shit that I did, and it was wrong. Yeah. Now, whether he accepts it or not, I can't control what he's gonna say. But I want you to know that at least you know that I came back and I apologized for you because what I did was wrong, and I want to let you know that I'm acknowledging what I did was wrong. You know, so
absolutely. Can I tell y'all something? I want to tell you how disrespectful my mama is. All right, so I think once I started to understand, like, you know, like, oh shit, yeah, I used to get my ass whooped a little bit back in the days, not really from being like a badass, but just being a Jamaican kid or whatever the case is. And I felt like I approached my mom some years ago. Yeah, and I approached my mom, and you know, I really sat her down, and I was like, you know, you used to really, because I told like you used to really like whip my ass, you know, every time I got in trouble with XYZ, right? You know, and I even started pulling receipts and shit. Like it was this time I took a bubble bath, and you know, I you know, it was just bubbles, you know, but you know, you whipped my ass for that, and you know, XYZ. I started bringing up all the receipts, and then my mom, she was listening to my whole story, and this is me thinking like she's gonna say sorry after this shit. Like it was. I had all the receipts, and then after I finished, she was like, "I don't remember that," and I was like, "What?" And I'm sitting here like, "So you don't remember none of this shit that you did? Like you for real?"
Oh,
It's a
my
blur. It's
God.
3 of y'all. She got 3 kids. Them ass whoopings are all one for her. Like she whooped all
Right.
ass at the same time, bro.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm sitting here like, damn, she ain't even gonna say I'm sorry, nothing.
The answer was obviously more important to you than it was to her.
Dogs,
Right.
dogs.
She stashed that way somewhere with her taxes, nigga.
Right.
She remember that
Right.
shit.
That was a regular day. She was like,
Right.
she was like, that's like food for me.
Facts. That shit was
you.
right. That shit was right on her list. You know what I'm saying? Her list of things to do. But yo, what I wanted to say was, this whole years later apology thing. I mean, it hasn't happened really with me, but it's happened with people that I know and love and shit, like friends that I've had that have broken up. Like I had a friend, a female friend, and she was constantly losing friends. Like, and this when she lost this one friend, I knew why she lost that friend. She was abusive. She was kind of like I think she was controlling, but she's my friend. I fuck with her because I don't get those vibes from her. But her friend was such a sweet girl. She was so nice. And then years later, they went back and she apologized to the girl. And I was so happy to see that happened. You know what I'm saying? That they were actually able to and I'm not gonna say they rekindled the relationship because it's never gonna be the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the
same. You feel what I'm saying? Like with them always being together, like me always seeing them together. But the fact that they were able to find that they were able to apologize to each other, or she was able to apologize to her, my friend, who I knew was the abusive one because I saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? I saw it. You know what I mean? That she went to her and apologized. I was proud of her for that, to be able to do that years later. But like I said, the relationship will never be the same now. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you guys a question? Can I challenge you guys? Well, no, can I give you guys a challenge? Can I challenge you guys to apologize for something that you've done to somebody now that you've now that you're mature and you made because it's really important for us to be accountable for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
TJ,
I was wrong.
I'm not
something that you think you were wrong.
I think that's a good question. Can you think of something? Can you go back and think of something that you was wrong about? Let
me tell you something.
You still could go back and apologize.
Go back to that person. I want to see if you can. I challenge you guys to do that.
TJ, I'm ensorcelled that you think we're just going to sit and want to willfully apologize for shit that we've done. And I said that to say, like, I know there's shit that I've done that maybe like a woman hasn't found out and this, that, and the third. And I know it was wrong. And sometimes I've been accused and I just said no. Because if there's no real footage or no shit, then it never happened. Okay.
Could you imagine your ex coming back to you talking about,
let me tell you something.
7 niggas?
Let me tell you something. Hold on. TJ, I'm talking to you. Okay. You see me with I'm waving the fucking light around on your ass. All right. Now, if I go and I apologize for that shit, you know what's gonna happen? She's gonna throw that shit in my face. I knew I was right. You had me thinking I was crazy, nigga. XYZ. She gonna throw that shit in my face.
Can I tell you something? So when I was on Uber Soca Cruise, right, there was this girl on there, and I believe I fucked up.
I love stories.
Get to the question.
Before we got on the boat, like I used to get some of the best sex of my life from her. And shit, it was so amazing and shit. Like I enjoyed having sex with her, but she was like one of those black power type chicks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? While I was on the boat, okay, I fucked this white girl, and I know she found out about it. Okay, I know she found out about it. Now I was fucking. And the thing is, she came on the last day. She came knocking on my door. She's banging on my door because I tried to make time for her. Okay, I tried to be like, yo, let's
in that snowflake pussy.
I gave her a time slot. She was like, I don't know if I feel up to it. I was like, all right, bitch, I'm out.
I'm gonna play in the snow. You got time for me?
You know why I'm laughing at Shake? Shake is telling the story like he wasn't also telling us the other version of the story, talking about, yo, I was on this camera, I was on this balcony, I was on this balcony.
Such a whore. Let's look at you.
Apologize, Shake.
Nasty McNasty.
I felt like that I didn't treat her the way she should be treated, you know, as the queen she is. And shit. You know,
are you gonna reach out to her after this episode? Or
No,
in this episode?
I have already tried to apologize to her, but she blocked me.
Okay.
I won't apologize. Block.
He already went down this road, TJ. He just sharing it with us.
Okay.
On multiple different platforms and shit. I know I know that she's blocked me on multiple different platforms. And I've always wanted to apologize to her and shit.
Do it publicly.
And, you know,
this is your time.
No, go ahead. Put him up. Put him on the screen. Put him on the screen.
You full screen him?
Yeah. Look her in the eye and give her an apology.
Hey,
don't say her name though.
Hey, you know who you are. First and foremost, I want to apologize because I was in shit on that boat, and I think that my head was a little bit blown up, and I feel like I was a little bit gassed, and I was doing a lot. And you know, at the end of the day, you didn't care that I had sex with other people, but the fact that I fucked a white girl was a violation. And you know what? And now that it's over, I wish I never did it.
Don't go that far. Don't go that far. Don't lie.
Let him do his apology.
Let
him say his apology.
I wish I had treated you with more dignity and respect and gave you more of my time while we was on vacation. And the fact that I had you on the last day of the trip knocking on my door and calling my phone and knowing you hear my phone ringing, that was a violation. Okay, so this is me. This is Shake apologizing to you. Okay.
Can we say I'm sorry?
Right.
Oh, I don't say that.
I can tell. I
apologize.
Yo, Shake. Can I tell you something? And I know this is like a little bit off track. I want to say you don't gotta apologize to me for your behavior because I feel like you were the most awesome dude on that motherfucking boat. Yo, because you got to remember, we already have a problem with Shake not being available in terms of like we in a party, we just don't look for this nigga. And so every time this nigga would pop up, he's always popping up and he's just glowing. Like, and me and Mash specifically went to this one party and we was thinking like, yo, I wonder what Shake is doing. And sure enough, Shake zips by in like some zebra fucking swimming trunks and he's just having the time of his life. He's fucking sensational. So I just want to say, whatever inspired you to be so sensational, even if it was that touch of snow, okay?
It was. That nigga lying. He talking about I regretted it. That nigga was the happiest I ever seen him in a long time. All right. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm pretty sure he gonna look for her the next time he go to Uber. He gonna look for that one person.
This nigga was like Django.
That seemed like
nigga broke the shackles. He was just free.
That seems like that was an ensorcelled cruise ship. Okay, time for that vacation. Yes,
it wasn't so.
I apologize for interrupting your apology, bro. But it just bothered me when you said I regret it because I know you're lying. I know that is a lie. You do not regret that. Bro. Just say you're sorry.
I am sorry. I'm sorry for the way she felt after that or the way I treated her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't.
All right, TJ. Go ahead, TJ.
All right. I'm gonna just do my 2020 right now. Okay, is that okay, Tribe?
Yes, of course.
Hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the share button right now. Hit the notifications button right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. We drop new episodes every Wednesday, everywhere you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon has podcasts. Then you can hop over onto our social media. We are on IG at SoRatchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at SoRatchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at SoRatchet Pod. And on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces, we're at SoRatchet Space Podcast. Go ahead and hit the follow button, the like button, the share button. Do it all right now. All the buttons. Share us with a friend. We are the tribe. You are the tribe. And this is the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast.
All day, every day.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, tribe. All right. Why is it appropriate for us to apologize? Or is it appropriate for people to apologize?
What do you mean?
Do you feel like you feel like people should apologize? That's actually one of the questions.
If you did something wrong, if you did something wrong and you hurt someone, you should.
Are we supposed to do this? Is a burner question?
No, this is just a regular question.
Just a regular question.
Okay.
Why is it appropriate to apologize?
I think it's important
because you might have offended someone. But go ahead.
There you go. Okay, that's a good one, Mo.
And it also shows remorse that you feel bad about what you did to somebody. That's for me. That's why apologizing is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it also promotes forgiveness. Like maybe this person will forgive me in our relationship.
Yes.
But Mash, you brought up something key, yo. Does an apology actually say that you regret what you did, though? You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't have to regret it. You don't regret it. Yeah, you don't have to regret it.
But in order to be sorry, you should be regretful. No.
So this is my thing. No. So this is my thing. You know what it is? And I'm gonna be honest. I think sometimes we apologize for the wrong shit. And I say that to say, let's say a dude gets caught out there slipping. Okay, he's been giving out dick to the women and the girls on the box.
By mistake.
This is the thing, though. I don't think it's by mistake, but of course it's by mistake. Okay, we always know it's by mistake. But listen, when he gets caught, I think he's opted to make sure he always says, "Hey, I'm sorry for being, irresponsible with my dick. I'm sorry for not taking your feelings into account." These are the things that he's probably programmed to say. But in all reality, he's probably just only sorry he got caught, or he's sorry that she found out, just to be honest. So when I think about it, sometimes we are apologetic, but we say the wrong apologies, knowing damn well that, like, I know what I was doing. I knew what I was trying to do. But of course, I know, like, these things will heal, the issue with you or make our relationship a little bit better. But in all reality, sometimes I think, like, that's just, we say the wrong shit, or we apologize for the wrong shit just to make people feel better. But that's me.
Interesting. Anybody else?
Like I said before, I think that it shows that you're remorseful. I don't think you have to regret something to be remorseful. You can regret how the impact of your actions affected somebody, but I don't regret doing this shit. Like I did it, and I'm sorry that it hurt you, and I want to be able to fix it, but shit was crazy.
Right?
Yeah,
it's real life.
I have a situation that I want to share with you guys. So I was recently talking to one of my girlfriends, and she was sharing with me that she's dating this guy that obviously cheated on her.
Wow.
And she
not obviously.
I mean, well, sorry, I'm just saying obviously because we're talking about it now. Like he cheated on her, and not that obviously, sorry.
Wow.
He cheated on her.
Wow, Ice Queen. Wow.
No, she's a great person.
Of course, he cheated on her.
Gosh, Siri, shut up, Siri.
I'm not in social. Don't worry.
Anyway, telling me the situation. He cheated on her. Good point. Good use of the word. He cheated on her, and she was done with him. And now he's back in the picture. He's apologized, and she's still in her. She still doesn't trust him 100%.
She's still in her bag right now.
So that I wanted to have like a conversation with you guys. When someone apologizes and you allow them back in, like I feel, maybe this is a ratchet thought. I feel like if you allow them back in, you have to kind of let that shit go. If they apologize and you're giving them an opportunity to be in your life again, I feel like you cannot keep bringing that shit up. I think there's going to take a lot of work, right? There's going to be a lot of work that they're going to have to put in and, to rebuild the trust and everything like that. But you can't keep complaining. So right now we're having conversations where she's like, yo, like, he went on a work trip and he's wearing the same sweater that he cheated on me with. And she's like triggered by that. And I'm like, sis, if you decided to accept him back, you can't really be holding him in that same space. I said, what did you guys come up with? What did he say that he was going to do to keep, to help you rebuild that trust? And he said, every night that I get in, I'm going to make sure I hit you up from my bed. And I was like, well, that's a good thing. Like that lets you know that he's home and that he ain't out fucking no next bitch. And she's like, yeah, but right after that call, he can leave and go and fuck the next bitch.
He can.
But that doesn't, and I said, but that doesn't serve you.
I don't know why he can't just hit her from his next bitch crib, but all right.
It's a hotel. It's a hotel. You can't prove that.
That's a mobile call.
I would recommend to your friend. Sorry, I mean to cut you off.
Right, yeah, because
if she got iPhone, get my iPhone so they can find my.
Let me tell you what she wants to do.
Locations.
So pretty much, I said to her, why is that not enough for you? Because if you're choosing to be with him, and this is something that y'all came up together, you know, you're not okay with it, then you need to leave him alone, because you're going to keep holding him in that same space. And I said, what would he have to do to make you feel good about it? And she was like, I want to be able to have access to your phone. I want to find your phone on. I want to be able to track where you at and all this other stuff. And I said, to be honest, you know, do you think he would be open to that? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, then you need to leave him alone.
Right.
And you need to leave him alone. It's done, because you have to hold him in this new space. If you accept somebody back, you have to like be able to like let go of everything. If they apologize for it, there should be a clean slate. So do you guys agree or disagree? That was a long ass ratchet.
Yes, I agree. If you accept the person back, you've already known what they've done. You're choosing to know what they've done. They apologize. You chose to accept the apology. You can you can no longer bring that up. If a new incident occurs, that's something different. But you cannot constantly bring up the old incident. Once you accept them back, it's a clean slate. Period.
Yeah.
But prior to that, set up the ground rules that you want moving forward. You know, set up. This is what this is going to look like.
And that's a compromise. And that's not something that you want. It's something that you guys agree to doing together. Facts.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Correct. So I do agree.
I think this is the same hypothetical that I gave when we first started the episode. There's no expiration date on the sorry. Like, you know what I mean? You say sorry, accept me, move forward. But she need to move out of that situation. If you type that a nigga wearing the same shirt that triggers you, you got some real issues with that nigga, bro. Like, real. What would it take for you to feel comfortable? You gotta burn all the clothes that this nigga had when he was fucking around on you. You have GPS. Facts. He gonna need your Apple ID. She gonna need to know all your apps. I'm gonna need your Twitter. I'm gonna need your Instagram and your Facebook, because you're not cheating on regular text messages no more. You're definitely gonna be on social media. So that relationship is a dub altogether. But that is a great ratchet thought, though.
Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing with her, and this is an issue with a lot of women and shit. When women get cheated on, they're scarred, okay? And then the thing is, a lot of times they end up taking these scars into new relationships and shit like that, or they believe when they come out of this relationship, like I'm coming out of this relationship, because I might, because so I can get into another relationship and it might end up being the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't know. I feel like she's holding on to this relationship because she doesn't feel like there's anything better out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Or she doesn't feel like she deserves better, actually.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I'm not saying she don't feel like she deserves better, but I feel like, you know, in this era we live in, as a matter of fact, people in general, okay? Men in general cheat, okay? They do. Men are natural polygamists, okay? When we decide to be
that's not a shake back, by the way. That's not a shake back.
When we decide to be monogamous, we are going against our natural instincts, okay? We are natural.
Not just men, everybody. Okay? Everybody.
Okay, whatever. Men mostly, okay? We're going against our natural instincts, okay? And what I feel is that she knows going back out there, like she'd rather deal with the devil she knows than to go out there and deal with the devil she doesn't know and some brand new shit.
Can I tell you what she said to me?
What's that?
She said, you know, when he's in the house, he's amazing. He's very loving. He's caring. He makes a lot of money, like over 300K, you know, and he's not that attractive. So he treats her amazing. He's amazing. But she's like, the minute he steps out the house, I don't trust him at all.
That's you see, I just find that to be so much more of a personal thing.
Yeah,
and, and this is my thing. And then personally, if I'm ever in a situation where, like, let's say my lady cheats and I'm traumatized by that of some sort, I get what y'all saying as far as like, oh, you got to drop it. But I also am a type of person where it's like, I expect people to kind of be who they are. So it's not that I have to ever drop it and not acknowledge what she did. I can forgive her to a certain degree and move on, because I see greatness or good or good things that we can still have together. But in reality, for me to think like, oh, she's not capable of doing that shit. Nigga, I thought she was capable of doing that shit from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas got the flesh is weak. I get it. Sometimes the mind is weak, whatever the fuck. But it's like I don't put nothing past anybody as far as like capabilities. I just think like if we try to grow our relationship in the right way and do things the best way we can for each other, it's a great relationship. And we're still going to do shit that we're flawed in, and I get it, but you know, it is what it is.
It ensorcels me that women stay with ain't shit niggas. I think that when you know your nigga ain't shit, you need to leave, right? Because the likelihood of him not being anything less than what you know him to be is very, very, very low. He's gonna be the same nigga.
Yeah. What's an ain't shit nigga though?
An ain't shit nigga is a nigga who has no motivation. He's not improving himself. He's not working to better your relationship. He's not communicating. He's just fucking you. All right. He's giving the bare minimum of what you deserve as a person who needs a companion. You know what I mean? Like those type of situations. Those ain't shit type niggas. And
but based on TJ shit,
hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in TJ. This scenario is not for TJ. I said for ain't shit niggas.
Okay.
He's a type of ain't shit nigga. He's not the worst ain't shit nigga, but there are women who stay with ain't shit niggas.
No, I disagree. Wait. Why is he an ain't shit nigga though? Why do you feel like he's a type of ain't shit nigga?
Because he ain't shit because he got caught. All right, he's supposed to be better at his job. All right, if he ain't shit, all right, he needs to do a better job doing what he want to do. All right, and not get caught. All right,
just throw me with that one. I think he's gonna do the next shit.
No, he got caught. He ain't shit.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now I feel like it's important that when you know your nigga ain't shit, you figure it out. He ain't shit. You need to go. And if you stay, then you deserve everything you get after that because you knew that nigga wasn't shit.
Yo, this kind of reminds me. This kind of reminds me of a question I had asked before and shit. Because here's the thing, okay? Nobody's perfect, okay? There's always people. There's always going to be some sort of flaw, and we can dumb it down to ain't shit. But you know, it's a lot. It's just sometimes people have flaws. You know what I'm saying? So let's say. I remember.
I can't give you that.
I remember asking a question. I remember asking a question like, for instance, would you rather deal with somebody like who TJ's friend is dealing with, who's making money, he's taking care of business, he's a really good dude at home.
He's sweet to her.
But yeah, he's mad sweet, takes care of her and everything.
How sweet can he be if he's fucking around?
But he cheats. But he cheats. But wait.
He just had surgery. He's taking care of her. He's there at her bedside.
Then you have the
dependent on him. That don't mean he's sweet. She just using him. She's getting the benefits from him, but he still ain't shit.
Absolutely.
But why is he ain't shit though? Because
let's flip it to the other side.
I just told you. He got caught.
Let's flip it to the other side. Let's flip it to the other side. You know what I'm saying?
And it sources me that you don't understand. Ding, ding, ding.
Can we flip it to the other side? So we flip it to the other side. Okay. And let's say let's say you have the option to be with a guy who doesn't cheat. All right. But he doesn't have all these ambitions and goals. And he's not making all this money. But he's always there. And he's fucking, and he's tending to your needs as well. But he just is not, he's not ambitious and he can't really take care of you the way the other guy takes care of you. I mean, who do you pick in those situations?
Neither. You leave them both the fuck alone. You leave them both the fuck alone. You need to find somebody that fits all the needs that you might, the things that you really need.
Women have too many boxes to check, bro. They got too many boxes. Yeah.
They might, and then they need to sit with themselves and figure out what's really important to me, and then choose that way. Because for you to have, and that's what happens sometimes. You have this person that does everything, and you have this person that does everything, but you can't find it in one person, and that's not okay. It's not okay. So start all over. Go back to Tinder, go back to Hinge, go back to Bumble, whatever you was doing. Go back to the streets. Go back to the streets.
Or you can go back to your singing bowl and get yourself together. Stop looking for a nigga. That's an option too.
Or you can go back to your Hitachi, put a little face on it, you know, give it a nickname. Wilson.
I can't.
That's true. You know, we gotta check in with ourselves, and literally, that's what I told her. I said, you need to check in with yourself. I said, take your power back. If you are down and out because you just had surgery and you feel like you are enjoying his company, enjoy his company, enjoy him taking care of you. Take your fucking power back. Use him for what the fuck he's, whatever he gives you, but know that you're not going to have a relationship with him. But right now you're down and out and you need him. I'm telling her that. That was my advice to her. And I was like, he is not the one for you because you will never trust him. She said that. He was like, and I said, listen, he's only 34. I feel like men, when they're really ready, it's later on. It's like in their 40s sometimes.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? It's their later 40s. And right now he's making money. He's out there. He's pulling bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. He's not for you, and accept that. She needs to accept that and move on. And she was like, you're right.
I think that men settle down for the right woman, not every woman. So
I agree, but they have to be ready. They have to be ready. It's not even the woman. They have to be ready.
At that point in your life,
it's not about being ready. I think it's about finding the right person, because that person that you do find, you won't want to do those other things against. Like, you won't want to hurt them. You won't want to lose them. They'll be so important to you. Feel like you. They'll be so important to you that you hope that she forgives you when you fuck something up. Like, I mean, you like that type of shit. Like, and when you do fuck something up, you feel bad about it. Like, you regret it. Like, fuck, man, I feel bad that I hurt her. I don't want to hurt her again, so I'm not gonna do that to her no more. Like, I don't think you need to be
like it's the person and not just you, because you're at this new place in your life where you're like, oh my God, I don't want to hurt this person. You know what I mean? I think that takes a certain level of maturity.
Of course, it takes a certain level of maturity to know what you want, because you have to know that person is right for you. So you're gonna have to get to a certain level of understanding of what your needs are as a man, 100%. But I think that it depends on the person that you meet to be willing to give up all those other things for. But
I agree with that too. What's up, Shake?
Yeah. Okay. So not to throw us off subject again. Like I keep.
Oh gosh, we stay off subject.
So I mean, Mash just brought something up as far as with apologizing to someone and hoping that they forgive you. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've apologized to people and broken up with them at the same fucking time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've apologized to people for being who I am and doing the type of shit that I do, and then actually letting them know, okay, I did this. I came clean about all the shit I was lying about, and apologize for it at the same time that I was breaking up with them, because I know I'm not going to change. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I am sorry I hurt them, and I'm sorry that I have to tell you. I have to tell you all these things. But
so you apologize and let them go at the same time, which I
feel like that's something. I feel like that's something that I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, come clean about all the shit that I was doing, because I could see how it was hurting this person. And I hated hurting this person the way I did. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I wasn't going to stop doing what I was doing. So I had to, at that point, I was like, you know what? Let me talk to you. Like, it's the whole conversation started off as like, I'm not good as a boyfriend. Right. And I'm not great, and it's like, I was genuinely sorry that, I did these things, but I know myself that, I could sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to stop, but I'm not. So she officially chalked it up as, oh, so you're breaking up with me? Yes. Like, that's what this is. And, but I am sorry, and I am apologetic about it. And, that shit really did make me feel bad, but like, it's something that had to happen.
Right.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm in social by your honesty just now with her, bro. That was good for you, bro.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I like it.
That take a lot. That take a lot for you, particularly, Shake, to do.
Yeah, because he don't like to apologize.
Right,
he said that.
Right.
He's like, he don't even like to say I'm sorry. I actually had an ex that told me that. He's like, I don't like saying I'm sorry, and I need to hear I'm sorry. That's a part of what I need when somebody's saying or being apologetic. I need to hear.
You won't take my bad. You won't take my bad.
No, I don't want the way. I'm not accepting that. The way I want somebody to apologize to me is I want them to really acknowledge what they did, because some people just say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then it happens again, and it happens again, and it happens again. And to me, I want you to really acknowledge what you did. It's a whole conversation that needs to happen. So that's why y'all like, oh, we could just fuck and then it'd be over with. No, we still need to have a conversation. We could fuck, but we still need that whole conversation. I want to make sure that not only I want to hear the I'm sorry, but I want to know exactly what you did. And I can sometimes they think, oh, because I cheated on you. No, it's not even that you cheated on me. It's that you didn't even feel comfortable telling me that you were not even feeling me like that. You didn't even feel comfortable telling me that you wanted to go out and explore other things. Those are the things that I need the apology for so that we can move forward. And if I do accept you back, then I can't bring that shit back up again. We come up with we compromise on the things that we're going to do better, and change. And I got to hold you to that. And if you mess that up, we done. What's up, Mash?
I was going to say, do you think that you would be willing to move forward with someone like that because you genuinely accept their apology? Like, that's the only way you can not bring it up again. You have to genuinely accept, like, yo, I believe you. I think that you're really sorry. And I'm not going to bring it up because I believe you and I think you're sorry. Do you think that that's the case?
Yes. And because of what you showed me, right?
Yes, and not only that, whatever we're creating, like, all right, every time you get into bed and you're at work, you're working, out of town, I want to make sure that we FaceTime each other before you go to sleep. Whatever the requirements are, that we're actually following that. And you know what? We have to rebuild trust, and it's going to be difficult. Right. You know what I mean? I might ask you, like, let me see your phone. You know what I mean? Like, it may come up. Let me smell your dick.
Right.
You know what I mean? It may
Get out of here.
Those are the things that are going to make me feel comfortable in a relationship. And if you really want to make it work, you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And there should be no issues with that. This is the last topic. Go ahead. You was going to say something, Flash?
I just sometimes hate, like, not that I hate, but sometimes the afterwork of the apology can get annoying.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
It seems very annoying.
Bullshit.
This is a part of the process.
I never gonna lie. I'm gonna gaslight the shit out of you. I'm gonna tell you that you crazy.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you that you crazy.
Shay?
And I'm gonna tell you that you crazy. Like, why would you want to see my phone? You don't fucking trust me. What is your problem?
No, I don't trust you. You ruined
but that was part of.
No,
but that's part of it. You ruined the trust. No, I don't trust you.
This is my thing. This is my thing. Look, I'm okay with just telling you no. And however you feel about it, you just gonna have to feel about it. But I can't become. Granted, I could be sorry and try to maybe fix what I did, but to feel sometimes
that's a part of fixing it, though.
Right. No. That can be part of fixing it. But to expect me to feel like I need to now live this whole life of doing the thing to always show not doing that shit. You can forget about that.
That's why I said we come up with something together. It's a compromise. Because I said to her, I was like, if you asking him to do all those things, he is not gonna do it. He got money, he got bitches, he's not gonna do it. So y'all got to come up with a compromise, and you got to just trust him, or you got to just leave him all the way alone. Right. And I literally said that to her. Take your power back, sis. All right. So can we move on?
Send her to this episode. To her to watch this episode.
Yeah, she actually told, and I told her, and she was like, I want to tell him. I said, why are you going to tell him that you're done with him? I said, just be done with him. Facts. The best way to move is in silence. That shit burns you much harder. Real, it does. It really does. I told her, don't tell him shit, because I said, and I even questioned her. I said, why are you going to tell him that you're done with him because I said, are you expecting him to like come back and grovel like he usually does? And I said, that's exactly what you want. You want him to come back and grovel and but it's a whole pattern, and this is what y'all been doing. I said, don't tell him. If you're really gonna be done with him, be done with him and move on and use him for exactly whatever he's doing for you at this moment. You know what I mean? And if you're never gonna trust him, you need to move. You need to walk away. You're never going to trust him. And she said it. And she's like, and my therapist even said it too. I said, well, why are we having this? Not why are we having this conversation? Because I want to be there for my friend. But
that's a really good question. Why are we having this conversation? How much reassurance do you need in order to take the steps?
I like that. Right. I feel like that. She let people bounce it off of more.
Yeah, other people more than one.
I like that.
Let me. Okay. I do like the idea of brainstorming. Yes, 100%. But when is it going to turn into action? How much talk do you need before it actually turns into proactive approaches to address the problem?
Facts.
You're going to talk to you blue in the fucking face and nothing's going to change. You need to take action to fix whatever the issue is, because you just keep talking about it and nothing changes.
Nothing.
Right.
All right, guys. We're almost approaching our ending of the episode. So I want to close it out with this last question.
Okay.
What is something that someone can do to you that they could never come back from? They may say, I'm sorry, but they could never come back from it. Sorry's just not enough.
Slap my mom. You slap my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't come back. Nah, you on the outs for that. I'm gonna kill you. You know what I mean? First.
Right.
So you can't come back from that.
Yeah. I was gonna say it had to be something. I agree with Mash, involving my mother, either disrespecting my mother, or like, and while we're dealing or whatever, like sleeping with my friend or something like that, something egregious like that.
Yeah, like, sleeping with somebody close to me on purpose. Sleeping with somebody close to me just so you can hurt me. I know that you can't come back from that. You can't come back.
What if can't come back from that either, though?
Neither one of y'all.
Shake, what if it wasn't to hurt you? What if it was just time and place?
Time and place.
I don't think they're gonna necessarily hurt you, but that
while we're together, and you go just time and place.
That's
you just happen to just sleep with one of my boys. And shit.
Yeah, maybe she forgot it was you,
or my brother, my brother.
Right.
I'm just saying. Maybe it may not be just to hurt you. So I'm saying, is it about the hurt part that does it for you? That's maybe why I'm asking the question.
It's about the purposely trying to hurt me part.
Gotcha. But what if they're not purposely trying to hurt you and they just trying to get off?
She got to be, nigga. She got to be.
In his mind, she's purposely trying to That's
she has to be. You know what
so you think she's purposely trying to hurt you, not the homie?
Correct. No. He hit for him is place and time. For her. She's purposely trying to hurt me. Got it. She's trying to fuck somebody close to me, so she can now say, you know what? I fucked your friend, or I fucked your dad, or I fucked your brother. You know what I'm saying? What?
Disrespectful.
Fuck my dad. You fuck my dad, bitch.
My daddy.
Not my father.
That hurts.
What?
That stung just hearing you say that, bro.
That shit stings, bro.
They can't come back from that. Okay.
Nah.
Flash, you got something?
But when y'all say come back, you mean like I gotta accept them into a relationship or some shit again?
Friendship, relationship,
be okay with
whatever.
Them again
yeah.
After this shit,
you alright with them being in your vicinity?
I don't know. I guess like the hurting of the family shit is different. Like I don't think shit's ever the same once I have a certain like level of problem with you though. That's me personally, and I tend not to be around people who I'm too problematic with, or they bring up too many like bad feelings within me. Like I like good energy, so that's number one. So if it's like, and granted, I expect people to make mistakes, and I forgive for a lot of shit. But maybe if I'm thinking about it, it's gotta be like you did something to my family. Maybe I'm trying to think like even like the fucking of my close friend or some shit, because that would touch me in a certain way. But then it also depends on like my relationship with the woman. If in my head I knew it was like this is supposed to be a jump off or some shit, I'm probably not gonna care that much. Just to be honest.
That's why I said if you in a relationship,
I'll probably find a joke around it. That's just me.
What if she was online looking for ways to kill you and shit, and the police caught her before she was able to get away with it? Could you forgive her? Could you go to the penitentiary and forgive that person?
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna be a little ensorcelled, okay? But I'm gonna
oh my god,
I'm gonna show up to the window and shit. I'm putting my hand on the window like you. Like you bitch. How could you?
Oh my gosh.
But
you go visit her in jail just to say that?
You're gonna go see her in jail? Oh my god.
But I will say this. I love growth on people though. So because she didn't carry the plan out, and because
she tried,
she got caught.
You petty as fuck for going to pay her a visit. You know how long it takes to drive upstate, nigga? It's like 3 hours. That's like 4 hours of your day. You gotta go through
just to be like,
you gotta check your shit.
You know the window, like.
But you know what it is though. If I ever got like the collect call from, you get the this is from regular some shit, I probably pick up and be like, yo, what you want? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But she can't ask me for like no fucking money on her books and no shit. Yeah, nah.
Right.
But
I know for sure if she called you to apologize, would you be
I would take it. Yeah, I would definitely accept it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, Flash, you a different kind of dude.
I want to hear.
I'm not taking that.
What about you, TJ?
Yeah, I liked everything that everyone said. I was thinking to myself, like, I want to be able to accept, an apology from everyone else, from people, but it's how I treat them moving forward. You know what I'm saying? But they could never come back from hurting a minor and along with everything that you guys just said too. Like you fuck my friend, like you can't come back from that. I gotta hold you in a different place. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, or hurting a minor, or trying to kill me or some shit like that, or my family or something. Like, you can't come back from that. Like
certain things you definitely can't come back from. Absolutely not, in my opinion.
Sorry, not sorry. I'll take the sorry, but yeah, we can't.
I'm gonna be honest. It takes a strong person to accept certain apologies. It's not. I don't think there's nothing that you can't ever come back from. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just think it takes a strong ass person to do that shit. This is why I say I can't say everything, because, and I can't say I can't, because sometimes certain things take time for me to like get over, or whatever the case is. And certain things I probably, like I said, it's gonna take a long fucking time. But I'm not gonna say never though. This is the wild part. So that's just my
right. And I was gonna bring up something too that was kind of deep, like just like people that's on trial or something like that, and the family comes and they may apologize. They may really feel remorseful or did not expect for that situation to occur, and they are really sorry. And sometimes family
I want that fucking sorry.
Sometimes my family wants to hear that.
Now, don't get it twisted. Like you got certain Jeffrey Dahmer type of niggas though.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Them niggas who be like lifeless in the motherfucking court, and they looking at the judge like, that's all you gonna give me? Like 60 years? That's it? And I'm just saying here, like, you know what? I can never accept an apology from somebody like that, because that's not a person.
Oh, I'm glad we found somebody you can't get apologized from. You can't get an apology from the fudge.
No, because
let's take an apology from everybody, bro.
Because when we talked about it,
insincere, he don't care.
Now when we talked about it, we was talking about like somebody wants to kind of be sincere about their apologies and shit. I'm saying, if I saw the devil in that person, it's gonna take a while for you to get rid of those demons.
Niggas still say he wouldn't accept the apology. He said it's gonna take a while.
Yo, I saw a Time to Kill. When
I remember that. Yeah, that was a good one. I remember that one.
Did you watch it? Wait, who did we say? We told you to watch it. Wait, we told you to watch it, right? Yeah, we finally saw it. Good, man.
The way that Samuel L. Jackson handled that situation was
perfect, right?
Definitely. He didn't want an apology. He didn't want an apology.
You don't need it.
Can I get context?
So in a Time to Kill,
you never seen it? Oh my
Samuel
God.
L. Jackson's daughter gets raped by these two redneck dudes.
And wait, no. I want to give context. So you said daughter. She's a child. She's a child.
Right. She's a little girl.
These men, she's a little girl. She's a child. And these men were grown, like 30 years old. Like,
they ravaged her vagina, so she had to have a hysterectomy.
And they also know, and don't forget the last part, and they peed on her, which was disrespectful.
So he killed them, but he killed them when they were on their way to the court to go get for trial or whatever. And he clapped them on the steps. And he also clapped up one of the officers who was walking them upstairs to the spot. Then he apologized to the homie he shot by mistake, but he killed the other two dudes.
It was his friend. It was his friend, I believe, that he shot.
He was just a dude he knew from the town.
Well, yeah, but that was his friend. Yeah, that was they would.
I mean, he was cool enough for the guy to accept his apology. Right? The guy was like, "Yo, I understand why."
And he lost his leg, I think.
Yeah, he lost his leg. He was like, "Yo, I get it. I'd have did the same thing, so I'm not mad at him." So I think I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Episode A Time to Kill fits perfectly.
Son, I'm so happy you watched that episode. I'm happy you watched that movie, bro.
Good movie.
It's a great movie, bro.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. And I remember my stepfather basically raised me. And I remember my stepfather watching that movie. And I asked him, I remember when I was young, I was like, "Pop, would you have done that?" He was like, "I would have been
absolutely."
In jail. Yeah, absolutely. He would have been in jail.
I'm insulted by anybody who wouldn't do that. Like, I feel like can I get my bell? Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry, man. I was trying to relax.
I think it's important that, you know what I mean?
I gave up because I got too far in.
That movie touched on so many heartstrings for so many
Yes, it was.
Like, that little girl did not deserve that.
Not at all. Not at all.
The evil in this world. All right, sorry, tribe. This is the ending of the episode. And we have so many more questions that we can have a part 3. We can have a part 3.
I know we can. We can. Yo, wait, wasn't y'all supposed to shout somebody out this episode? Who was y'all shouting out?
Jordan.
Oh, shout out to Jordan.
Jordan, shout out to you, King.
Yo, Jordan, we're going to have TJ send you some burner cards so you can join our next live, bro. If you got time, first Wednesday of the month, Jordan, pop out, bro. We'd love to have you on the episode. Oh, also, to our day ones, we love y'all, bro.
Please,
we sure do.
We love y'all, day one.
Yeah, give it up to y'all. Thank you for rocking
day ones, Darnay. You know I'm always shouting out Darnay. Darnay, you a day one, baby. Nate the Great.
Shout out to my nigga C-Roy out here representing South Jamaica till he died. My nigga.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I want to thank all the Ratchet people that be jumping into our lives too. All the new personalities and characters. Yeah, absolutely.
Danny always jumps in. Shout out Danny. Yeah.
Yes, Danny is strong.
Absolutely.
Also,
go ahead, Mo.
Before we go,
the word of the week. Tally.
The word of the week. Mash. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Word of the week. I was no comparison. Mo had 1. Flash had 3. Mash had 4. Mash is okay.
By your nose.
You didn't use it at all? She didn't use it at all?
No, he didn't use it at all. You didn't use it. Yeah, you two had 0. Shake and TJ had 0.
Every time I tried to use this shit, was I couldn't.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Mash, the winner of the word of the week.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. We're sorry that this episode has to end. I'm gonna do my 2020 twin real quick, where you can find us. Every episode, we drop new episodes every Wednesday. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and then we're on social media at SoRatchet Podcast on IG, SoRatchet Podcast on TikTok, SoRatchet Pod on Twitter, and on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. SoRatchet Space Podcast, and like you heard us mention multiple times in the episode, we go live where we get to connect with you the first Wednesday of every month. Okay, so we want to connect with you on the first Wednesday of every month. Hop on to YouTube at SoRatchet Space Podcast on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love to connect with you, and thank you for our day ones. Thank you for the new listeners. We appreciate all of you, and that's it, tribe.
Yes. Thank you, tribe. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Peace and love.